try.
With a heart and high and dry.
All across the land.
Do what it takes to make you believe.
Nani? Of course. Thank you for fixing yourself. Oh, camera. Oh, camera of Oberon. What's good, my boys? Welcome back to the stream. There's a lot of stuff to look at and talk about today. And also, what's good to my boy, Emilio? Appreciate you liking the stream, my boy. I'm going to be working on a new version to that stream, actually. I'm going to be working on a new version. But I'm still going to do hyperdrive. I really like hyperdrive. I don't have any more juice. I'm going to have to go get some. I can get some water later. I forgot. But yeah, it's been a very long day. We've got the full schedule, my boy. It came down time for it. The wife was like, "Hey, what's going on here?" And I was like, "Remember, I do the stream." She was like, "Oh yeah." And I was like, "Yes." But it was my dinner night, so tonight I made oven roasted chicken and garden toasted broccolis and banana bread and chicken wings for son. And it was good dinner for all. And then we found a new song called Rocket Ship, and that prolonged the stream time. Rocket Ship song. We were to sing and dance with Rocket Ship song, and my son decided he needed more Rocket Ship song. We gave him more Rocket Ship song, and then when we were done with the Rocket Ship song, I came straight down the street. I promise. So now that we are done with the Rocket Ship song, I'm ready to duel. But also, I gotta play some more of my Valence deck because I gotta rank up in Master Duel. If I don't do Master rank this season at least, I gotta climb as high as I can so that so I don't spend so much time in the lower ranks basically. Because now that I'm on stream, I plan on being able to play the rankings regularly, and then as I get the stream going in a regular schedule or fashion, basically, my boy, I'm gonna be able to find some extra time to stream. So we're gonna be leveling up off screen, on screen, all throughout the stream. You know what I'm saying? So that's at least the plan, man. Where y'all are? Oh! Hi, Patrick. So do you remember to change the subscription sound effect? No. Why don't? We gonna keep that. We gonna keep that for one more. Just because we mentioned it. So everyone take some time out to like the stream. Push your boy Dan out. You push me in the Yu-Gi algorithms, my boy. Because listen. I was in, and then I was out. You know what's kind of funny? I will tell the truth. This is kind of funny. It seemed to me when COVID came through, COVID was like, I'm not even going to say it because that's in bad taste. I would say this: COVID was such a paradigm shift for me, because at the same time I had my baby and everything. Like, everything in my life made a complete and total 360. Everything was totally different. So one of the biggest things I had to think about, like, is any of this worth it, all this Yu-Gi-Oh stuff? And when I thought about it, my boy, I really thought about it. I came down to the realization that it was yes. And this was the reason. Okay? And this is so funny, because I also feel that this is also anime protagonist energy. This is how I feel about it. This anime protagonist juice. Hold on a second. Let me scoot up my seat. Relax my feet. The ultimate of foot. This is here. Okay. Alright, I'm ready. Alright, here you go. Anime protagonist energy. Okay. So I was thinking, like, was it worth it to even play the game anymore? And that answer was answered quickly. Answer is yes. I love the game. I enjoy it, like, tremendously. So for me, the answer to that is obvious and always yes. But the second question was, do I enjoy YouTube or content creation? And that answer was yes. But the only answer I came back on no was, I do not enjoy the YouTube metagame. I didn't enjoy that. And I went into looking to see if there's any way to mitigate that. But then I realized something that was interesting about myself through this time. And this is something that I realized that is pretty cool, I think, just about this YouTube channel. I feel like this channel provides a unique perspective to something that has been growing in me for a very long time. And it's the realization and the culmination of so many things that are beyond me that I find it fascinating and interesting. So I also realized too that my idea of what the YouTube metagame was and my feelings about it was more of, it's hard to even put it into words. It's more of like it's almost like a Rorschach test. Like, YouTube gives you nothing. Like, you can give something to YouTube and then stuff comes back, and sometimes you have to interpret what it is, and it looks different to different people. I say in my experience, when I was looking back at what was going on my YouTube, I just felt that, I don't know, something about this did not feel right or genuine, and I realized what it was. It was twofold. One, I didn't have enough time to devote to it, so I started to resent spending like little increments here and there. And I wanted to do other things, and I couldn't do it because I didn't have the time. So I had to resort to other stuff like just streaming to quote unquote stay afloat. And I honestly never really had to do that. But my whole mindset was based off of what I had learned was how YouTube worked, and it just was not true. So what I found out in the end, and this might help out a lot of people, especially if you do YouTube stuff. So on YouTube, what's interesting is you do your thing on YouTube, you generate and create an audience. And after you generate and create an audience, you can work and satisfy and do all that stuff with that audience, and that's great, but that's kind of it. Like, once you create an audience, and then the standard's set from there, and you have to kind of keep working with the audience in a way. You know, if I'm not, I don't know if I'm saying this eloquent enough, but I'm saying like that's primarily the gist of it. And I didn't know that. I just thought you were always having to quote unquote look for the next subscriber and all that stuff, but you don't really have to do that, because all this time I spent away from YouTube, I spent watching YouTube, and I just observed a lot of things, and I picked up on a lot of things, and I offers available once per day, 4 packs for 99 cents. Gotcha. I've got 99 cents, but anyway, I just realized that was just kind of like a fool's errand, and it's kind of like madness on the top of it's kind of like what YouTube was and what it became in the midst of my life and all the changes that was going on with me, because I just kind of wasn't really paying attention to what was going on with YouTube. And then I realized out of nowhere YouTube made a radical shift towards more like audience-centric, focused, like community-based stuff. And it's not to say like my viewers and people who watch me is not a community, not at all. I'm saying like more along the lines of the quote-unquote meta on how videos do on YouTube that changed. And I just wasn't paying attention because I was so wrapped up in everything else that was going on and all of the other stuff that was happening, and I kind of really took focus away from this place, and I was not giving this any juice, not at all. Like, I was thinking about it and it was making me feel guilty, but outside of that I wasn't giving it any juice. And I think what's kind of interesting about that, when I look back at this point in hindsight, now that I've gotten to a position where I can just do what I want to do, and I'm in a position to get stuff back on track and all that other stuff, it's like it's what's really interesting. What I really learned is this, okay? And if you just quantify it in YouTube stuff or the perspective of streaming, right? We only got, damn, this dude is qualified. How qualified is this Joker? Super qualified. He's in gold. Jesus. But I don't know. It's just like, it's like so much happening all the time. And this like, we're all kind of approaching life at all these weird, different perspectives. And I watch people make them do the YouTube game and stuff. And the way that they do it is just, I don't know, it's just so I don't know, interesting. And it's just, I don't know. It's just, it's like none of it's the same. There really isn't a meta, really, except for what I just explained about building a community and attracting more people to that community. Outside of that, that's the only metagame that's going on right now that I understand. But it just changed on me on the dime, and I realized a lot of effort that I made was wasted effort. And I mean, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. It's kind of how all that like feels at this stage, because now this is all behind me. I just kind of feel so free, blue skies ahead. I feel like before, when I started my YouTube, I didn't want anything. I wanted nothing, and that was a different perspective. Then my YouTube grew and I wanted something, and then I feel like that made issues with myself, because I wanted something that I could not achieve because I literally didn't have the time to achieve it. Like to take stuff where I wanted to go to the next level, I just didn't have time because I was too busy stressing out about these new stages in life and all that stuff was happening during COVID. I just really think about that a lot. It was just such a funny, interesting break, and I feel like I'm just not waking up from that period. Like I feel like I'm like I have to sleep like this the whole time, and now I'm just like, what's good, my homie? Rush Duel, Nani? My God. Jeez. This guy clapped me. I'm gonna do 1, 2. Yeah, you do. Summon. Activation. Let me punch this guy in the head real quick. Hopefully he doesn't explode on me like he did last time. But this guy has a lot of titles, so you gotta look out. All right, let me look at this thing. Yes, they did discard me to the algorithm, my boy. I shall be reshuffled into the deck and redistributed yet again. I've already begun to get some algorithmic pulls. Basically, I wish YouTube would let you like punch a schedule in so you could just tell the algorithm what time you're doing it. But unfortunately, you kind of just gotta be consistent. And that's the one thing I couldn't ever do before, but now I can. So your boy's gonna be consistent. Oh, 7th row, which, wait, no, do it. As long as he just doesn't have a third monster. Jump it. All right, cool. I like that. I guess I was not cool. That's what happens when you get triple of those cards and you don't draw any beasts. Actually, you know what I should do? I should just play 2. 2 of that and 2 of the trap. God, that would have helped. It's like, I hate it when they make you draw 3 spells in this thing. It's like, it's really mind-boggling. But you know, standard Yu-Gi-Oh complaint, standard white thing. Get in there and continue. We're gonna play some Valence Wars later on. Let me read some more of these comments. The real duelists play tennis? Tennis? What? Old school YTDan follows the music. I feel it's easy to lose yourself once that audience grows higher and faster than you do. He said, well, all humans change, and also for any successful YouTuber to do the same or follow. Damn! Those are powerful words, my boy. But they ring true. It's like they must become better or follow. But it is true though, honestly, because what I found out, not what I found out, because this is the whole thing, okay? I'm not back on this YouTube 100% for y'all. I can't lie. I'm back here for myself. I'm back here for one reason, my boy. I require dueling satisfaction. And the one satisfaction that I'm looking for is IRL satisfaction, real life championship. So I'm trying to actually get some regionals under my belt with the rogue style. I'm trying to go nationals. I'm trying to go worlds. I'm trying to take it to the world championship, my boy. But I want to document it as I go. I am now in a position to do all that. So I have attempted to do it before, and there has always been roadblocks and other stuff, but just not now. Things are perfect. And I'm ready. So, you know, that's all I can say, my boy. So I'm really trying to get in there. You fool. Oh, how dare you? Dodo. Don't you know I'm going to overwhelm that monster by summoning 2 beasts? I'll do these. You want to summon a monster strong enough to drag Dragians? Do these. You want to get new cards in your hand? Do these. I don't know why that shit's so funny to me. Do these. I literally saw, I ain't even gonna say it. Y'all watch YouTube shorts. Y'all see it. I ain't even gonna say it, my boy. But yeah, my boy, I really want to bring some new style content, and I feel like documenting this journey in a way, only the way that I do things. Like, and I don't do stuff normally how people do Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, because I've been watching, unlike other Yu-Gi-Oh content creators who have said this, as I've heard this 1,000 times, as I have been watching Yu-Gi-Oh content in the time that I have not been around. They don't watch Yu-Gi-Oh content. I've been watching content, and I'm like, it's like a lot of the content, I see why people don't watch it, because it's either redundant information, you know, you don't want to hear about the same combo or your combo or the meta or whatever, you just don't want to hear it, you know, so it's redundant information, or it's just not interesting, you know. Sometimes a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh content is just like informative, you know, so it's like not entertaining, and some stuff that is entertaining to some people is cringe, and I will put that out there too. But I do enjoy some of that air quote cringe content, so I'm gonna be doing something with that. But you'll see what that is sooner rather than later, my boy. But it's like a lot of stuff going on, and like, for example, I'll give you something that I really don't like about it. I don't like none of this react stuff, but that's a part of the meta that helps you build a relationship with your audience. So I think I'm gonna try to do something like that, but something interesting that I think is valuable, because in my brain, same brain I use to feed myself and my family, that I put my whole livelihood on, that brain tells me that I'm not doing this YouTube stuff correctly, and that drives me crazy. So I want to try to do it correctly, as my brain has been telling me, and I now have the time. And of course, in hindsight, I was like, maybe if I just did everything piecemeal over time, little piece by piece, and worked on projects like that, and I just never was happy doing that. So I was like, I wanted to wait until I got time, and I was like, I finally got time. I don't know. I know how people always say, like, I'll do it someday. Someday actually came for me. So that's why I feel so good. Like, someday fucking came, my boy. Like, motherfuckers be out here like, one day I'll be free. Motherfucker, I'm free. Like, that's how I feel. So I don't know how to even describe that to you, my boy. That's how I feel, my boy. I feel set loose from the chains. Let me finish my combo with my Sports Dragon Pitcher. Sports Dragon Pitcher can summon Sports Dragons. Boy, I ain't done with it. I offer $2 as a sacrifice. Why finish? Shook. Boy. Cook him. Maximum damage. Handful. Battle. So I love the thing about Draconic Resonance. Basically, I'm putting an additional 5 to 1,500 damage on the board. It's my favorite. Go ahead. Summon Skull won't save you from this. Neither will your 2,500 Tilt-Up. Oh, no, that's not legend. Summon Skull's not going to save you from this. Neither will your Dark Magician. You're finished. Let me read some of these comments. The in-game music is loud. I'm turning this shit down there. I forgot about using the Streamlabs OBS. The in-game music can be a little louder. This isn't my normal, I guess, settings that I'm looking at. Let me know if the music is not loud now or good. Your summons, no! Summon Skull and Dragius? No! You're not supposed to be dragging my life points! Is that back row too? You Dodo. Sayonara. You're lucky I didn't get a monster. Boy, to defend my life points, and I place a card face down. You bastard. Let's see. I turned the game music down. Well, if you didn't hear any of that stuff I said under the loudness of the game music, guess what? I poured my heart out for nothing. I've done it for nothing. The gist of it is, if you just want to sum up everything that I said for the last 28 minutes, sum it up with these 3 words. I never sum it up like that, my boy. Look at this guy. He's like, I'm trying to survive, dog. I put a monster in defense. I don't want him to kill me, dog. I'm gonna kill you, dog. I ain't playing with you. I'm gonna kill you, dog. Let me see. Kill you, dog. Is Dragius in there? I'm gonna drag you, dog. All right. Here we go. Let's drag him. Summon. 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 Oh. There you go. I'm gonna drag you, boy. I want those life points. Oh, I forgot. You gotta be level 7. I just said that. Nah. Just some of that. For a lit clown. See, I only heard freedom. Good. That's the only word you need to hear, my boy. When a black man says freedom, he means it. Tilted. Oh my God. You scumbag. I mean, I guess I should play that too. I guess I should play 7's Row Magician in this deck. That would be a good, when I think about, no. I can't do that because Dragon's Residence can't do 7's Row Magician. Look at this. Oh, he just happened to not hit any spellcasters. He had only happened to hit the dragons, my boy. But hey, you know what I'm saying, my boy? I really don't like this trap. I want a different trap. But I mean, I don't think there is no other option. Is there? Ooh, I got a red eyes. When that happen? I don't think there's really. Is there any other option? Let me see. Red medicine. Piercing. Yeah, he did actually get a little edge on me with that, and I only have 1 anyway, so maybe I could run 1 piercing. Let's try 1 piercing. because there's not many options for the dragons. Is there? Because you gotta play this. That's the whole point. You gotta play this. So maybe I should add another dragon. You know what? Why not? I add a dragon. Red eyes, black dragon. I'm gonna put him in there, my boy. Yes, my boy. I was actually cooking dinner, my boy. What was I cooking, my boy? Today we made a oven roasted chicken wings, steamed broccoli with a little parmesan. And then son had a little bit of fried chicken wing because he liked the crunchy. A little bit of crunchy. He had a banana bread, a couple Pringles, whole like cup of sweet peas, and something else I forgot. He ate it all up. I went up there to check on him before I was streaming. He had peas and I was like, so they all was like, "This is good." And I was like, "Yes." And anytime the dinner is cooked, the DoorDash is not ordered. And if the DoorDash is not ordered, Daddy is happy. Daddy don't like DoorDash up and down. Daddy don't want to see no DoorDash. Not in this economy. Shit, I go pick that motherfucker up. You mess around, I might be delivering your house. You mess around. I'm for real. Hey, just saying. Like, I ain't trying to get no done yet. Gonna break that lunch meat out. Quit playing. Everybody get a sandwich. PB&J. You thirsty? Swallow your spit. How many people in the audience ever heard that from their parents? Swallow your spit. Yeah, that was my parents back in the day. I'm thirsty. Swallow your spit. What? Huh? What did you say? Swallow your spit, boy. Shut up. Oh. Okay. And then after that, I heard, "Can I have McDonald's? We got McDonald's at home." Nani? You bastard. I can't believe he destroyed my... Now I draw piercing? At least I got the slugger. All right, only real sluggers out here. Well? Can't be level 3, right? Well? Dragons resonance. Prepare your cheeks for the rampage of my beast. I'll place 2 cards face down. Battle. Ow. Should've did on this guy. I forgot that they all gotta be centered. Sorry, I got all into that for a minute. You said hungry, go to sleep. Yeah. Oh, hungry, go to sleep. Yeah, hungry, go to sleep. Yeah. Yep. How about, ow, I fell down. I hurt myself. Go to sleep, lay down. How about that? Lay down, you'll be all right. I think I need to go to the hospital. Lay down, you'll be all right. Oh, Jesus. Uh-oh. Well, I'm going to do this, sir. Because I'm definitely going to just mitigate that damage. Now bring what you have. Because I'm going to come for those cheeks. That Black Dragon. I understood the mission when I saw the beast. He told me, come forth and destroy the enemies. I said, okay. Normal summon. Normal summon. Come on out, Banka Strike. Break through the barrier. And draw. I'll be placing these cards on the bottom. No, on the top. Return to me, my beast. Return to me, my beast. I'll see you later. Prepare your cheeks. You can go for the weakening and the beatening. Yes. Oh, that's the piercing. I got 32. Yeah, we're gonna go all out. Yeah, we're gonna go all out. All right. 5. I'm gonna need 5, boy. I'm gonna need 5, boy. Power up my monsters. All right, battle time. I'm gonna put 28 on that 25. I'm gonna put 2 G's on that 14. I'm gonna put 23 on that 21. Do something for that. And my turn. Go ahead. You won't be able to defend against my next assault. For I will have 8 cards, and you will have 9. Nani? Mother. Well, 23 of them things is fine. What? 28 of those things? That's fine as well. I'll win. Duh. Boy, you should have took me out when you had the chance. Let me see. If I just discard 3, summon 1, 2. Discard 3. Do we got the 1 in there? No. Summon the bunker strike. That's 25 on that things. The bunker strike is 25. And then the other one is 28. And he, let me see. He's got a pop done, a phoenix done. He's got a draw Dragius. He's got to draw Dragius and drag me. That's what he has to do. He's to draw Dragius and drag me. You know what? You know what? Why not? I believe in his power. I'm gonna discard 1, 2, 3 cards. That's right. I discarded God. And I'm summoning the pitcher. And using the pitcher's effect to summon the pitcher. Now I offer 2 monsters as a tribute. Red eyes! Red eyes of last dragon! And a fire blasting! Yes, I've done it. I've done it. I have entered anime mode. Will the power of the red eyes win this duel? Nani? No. Not a plus. No. Can't be. No! Come on, dog. Every time I play Pearson, this always happens. I never get to play it. It's always sitting there, and I wish it was that Phantom Trap card. What happened if I played Dragius anyway? But a man can dream. Boy, he got the multi-strike too? Come on, dog. Come on, dog. No. Come on, dog. Damn it, dog. I tried, dog. I tried, dog. I tried to believe in the red eyes, dog. It said legend on it. I thought it meant something, dog. Don't mean nothing, dog. Don't mean shit, dog. Don't mean shit, dog. Don't mean shit, dog. I thought it meant something, dog. Is there a red eye skill? There's a red eye skill for this? I thought this red eye skill was for Duel Links though. Speaking of Duel Links, by the way, have you ever dueled the Vagabond with a Rush Duel deck and he turned out to have a Duel Links deck? I dueled him and he summoned 3 blue eyes, the satellite one. My man's is going bananas, just having a field day. And I just got wrecked. Like, honestly, it was terrible. I just couldn't believe it. I was like, what are you doing here? He's like, killing you. I was like, all right, guess I'll die. He was like, yeah, yes you will. Basically, totally died after that. It was not fortuitous. Now I'll exceed summon. Yes, my faith did waver from the Dragius, but I believed in the untapped potential of the Red Eyes Black Dragon. Who can blame me for believing in the flavor text? It is called flavor text because it's spicy. You know what I'm saying, my boy? Is that the summon skull? Now see, that card say legend on it. Look, he believe in his legend. Look at him trying to get over here with his legend smacking beast. Now come on, I got a dragon. You know I got a dragon, my boy. You know that's how it happens. Yes. Sports dragon pitcher. Looks like Konami summoned me to kill ya. Boy. Bling. Aww. Alright. And then we're gonna summon. Boy. A beast. Shogun. No. I did it wrong. I was a goofy. Well, no, I didn't do that wrong. That's right. Take a look. And then you take a oof. Yeah. You take a oof. And then you take a oof. And then you take a Omega O. I forgot. Level 8, 7 or higher. I forgot about that. It's out. I forgot level 7 or higher. Ugh. These minimal restrictions. I'm forgetting about that in this point. I just be feeling like it's just nothing to do. Nothing to watch out for. Evil Hero, what's good, my boy? to the ultimate flex to beating a Duel Links deck with a Rush Duel deck would be godly. I was gonna record it because I almost did it, but then what happened is he had cards to bring Blue Eyes back from the graveyard, recycle Blue Eyes and add it to the hand. So, you know, the small lead that I had didn't keep up. I almost didn't even recognize it at first because I was on autopilot just farming. And then I happened to look over, Blue Eyes like dragon. What the fuck? How dare you? How dare you? Is my reaction. Da, 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 da. My assault will never cease. You see, I never cease. Boosted. Ho, 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 ho. Yeah, this is the power of the rush. I've got like so much to do. Like once I get like, I want to get back into the old school. So like certain things that I really like that I used to do. I really liked my King of Game style videos. I really liked the legendary epic videos. I really liked those. But the videos that I really didn't like, to be very real with y'all, I just really didn't enjoy making videos to be like, hey guys, Duel Links did a new thing. You know, I just don't have the energy to chase the Yu-Gi-Oh content stream. You know, like I will talk about packs and new cards, of course, but it's like to be on top of it to the point where you're on top of every Google algorithmic topic. Unfortunately, I've never had the time to do that or the capacity. But I realize that is like one of the like essential parts to like doing the thing. So I get it. Nobody's fault, but it is what it is. Take this. Have a weekend. And now I summon the god. The red eyes will stay in the deck this time. Oh man. Actually, Red Eyes Black Dragon in a deck with Dragius? Who was that blasphemy to? Is that blasphemy to Dragius or is that blasphemy to Red Eyes? Because Red Eyes is OG. Interesting. Thought-provoking Yu-Gi-Oh content here. Hey, it's that big one. Woohoo! Why did he set that face down? Well, it's 23 defense, I see. Never mind. Set it face down. Oh, David, what's good, my boy? Darius, what's good, my boy? Welcome to your stream. I'm gonna drag him. He wants to be dragged. I will oblige. But I think he's got like that little card to weaken me. So, I guess I'll just beat him up. Guess I'll just beat you up a little bit. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Attack my beast. Your beauty trap card is nothing. Smacky smacky. Yes. Take him. Use your trap card. Good. Thank you, my beast. Your sacrifice. Appreciate it. And with this card out of the way, I'll vanquish him. So when am I gonna do Duel Links movie again? I think I might actually get around to doing something with that, but I don't know if I'll do exactly the same thing. Because like I mentioned before, like I just got a lot of knowledge about doing it stuff the correct way. Oh, he might actually kill me. Oh no, nope, I'm alive. 100 points. Da-da! Let's see. Whoa. So first off, yes. First off, boy. All right, I got in my turn. God damn. Toasted me. Damn. That was crazy. That was super strong. Yeah, rock and refrain. That was pretty good. But yeah, I do plan on doing something like that. In that, I would say in that space. I have just I just got a lot more education around actually doing stuff. And it was one thing when I was making content like that and I didn't know how to do anything and I was flying by the seat of my pants. But then I started learning how to do stuff, and then I realized that I just don't I just don't want to make it not quality. Like I want it to be as good as it possibly can be. So that's like that's my only hesitation. Like I want to make it good, and I know I can make it way better than I've ever done, and I don't want to half-ass it. So it's one of those things. I think I have potential to make some good content, like some YouTube gold content, like some crispy content that you'll watch one day, it'll come in your feed and you'll go, damn, delicious. Can't wait to get more of that. That's what I would imagine it to say. I'm gonna play and discard that. Oh, what am I picking up? What am I picking up? Oh, Dragius. Okay. Let's see. Got a little distracted, but now I'm back. 3, 2, 4. Oh, he has no 7 over there. They never have a damn 7. Weak asses. Actually, no, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do this. 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 We're gonna do this. I love that in this part, they can always just do nothing. No hand traps, nothing to worry about. They're just dead. Like, should you do some theme tourneys like Team APS? Like, I won me 10 bones off that. That'd be cool. But I don't know. I don't think I want to do stuff like that. Like, honestly, this is kind of how I see the Yu-Gi-Oh content landscape. It's just all different variety of the same stuff, different faces doing the same stuff, and people like that content. And I do realize I'm making content on a fast food website. You know, nothing's stopping me from making something of immaculate quality, but how far does my efforts go in this space? There's no way to really know, honestly. So I basically have to work between the medium of perfection and my own satisfaction. And I know where that is, so I can work with that. If I'm working towards the goal of approval of a faceless, nameless algorithm, I'm swinging in the wind, boys. So, you know, I found a way to get along. But as I'm ramping up the stream schedule, that's the first thing I want to do. First thing I want to do is say, hey, YouTube, I'm alive. I'm not dead. I'm streaming regularly 3 times a week. That's what you like. That's what you like. That means that my channel is alive. And then I got to get the channel moving and pumping content and juicing. Why would you do this to me? Treating me like a dog. Treating me like a damn dirty dog. Not a dragon. What is this? You filthy animals. You better be glad I got the residence. That's why I got the residence to dox you to the graveyard. That's right. I'm telling them your address. It's ATK 2500 Lane. Zip code diff 1000. How dare you? Can't believe you doxed Donkito. Doxed Donkito live on screen. Oh my god. Yeah, Galaxy Eyes versus Cyberstein Epic Duel. Yeah, I've been watching some of my Epic Duels. I've been watching some of those back. I really enjoy them. That's the whole thing. Like, if I watch my old content back and I really enjoy it, that means I feel like I made something good. Like, any of the stuff I made to music that was like highly edited with some kind of animation that I made or something like that, I really enjoyed making that. What is this cacophony of destruction? What is this? Why am I being tortured like this? I don't even know. Which isn't one of these shiny? Be like, man, he really likes that copy. This is pathetic. Hate it when I brick like this and that. Like, that's the whole thing. Like since there isn't any search cards or anything, you kind of gotta just play them. I really just don't like doing that. Like, your boy want to search some cards out. They gotta bring out a damn booster pack. I'll buy it. Come on. I kind of feel like on Duel Links, I only want to spend money on Rush Duel. I don't want to spend money on Duel Links. And it's not because I don't like Duel Links. It's because I feel like I'm too far back. And I'm like, what's the point of jumping in and spending money right now? Like, I got stuff that I know I could play with and I could probably win with. And I'll probably have a good time with. But it's like new stuff I want to play with too. And there's no, like, you know, no dust system or nothing. So it's like, just spend more money. I'm like, nah, straight on that. Like I said, shit. DoorDash, hell no. Duel Links. That sounds like DoorDash to me. So y'all on the same level right now. Y'all treading the same water. I don't know if I can be throwing y'all $9.99.99. I don't know if I can be throwing y'all that every other week like I used to. Yeah. Hey, the economy going crazy. Money ain't free no more. Financing is up to 9%. Boy, you crazy. Playing with y'all. Shoot, mama's credit card limit got reduced. Like, boy, mom credit card been pimped out for a minute. Mom like, no son, we got Yu-Gi-Oh at home. Yu-Gi-Oh at home. YTDan's channel, my boy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's where we at, my boy. The mini box about to drop in Rush. Good. They better drop some starter decks too. So just spend the free monies on Duel Links like most of us do. Boy, it ain't no such thing as free monies. That's the illusion that they use to trick you. They trick you and they tell you that you got the free monies, but it's not the free monies. Because you see, if you're not saving and investing those monies and being responsible with those monies and just spending them on frivolous things, then when the economy squeezes you out and the market thins you out and unemployment rings you out, you have a little bit of scratch left because you didn't spend it on your links. So that's why I didn't do it. That's why I'm like, no. Basically. Basically. When they come from my guts, I want to have a couple dollars in the bank account. Be like, good Lord. This guy's getting dragged. Sorry, guy. This is my first time. Ah! You're being punished. Summon your strongest spellcaster, please. No, not Master Duel. I spend money in Master Duel, but I also in Master Duel playing other decks. It's like, you know, you can always crush cards. Like, you know, you can always, I got like enough cards to be able to make any deck that I want at any time. And I got most cards to like most decks. Like I got like a couple of this engine, a couple of that engine. So in Master Duel, I can play a lot of stuff. The main reason I play Valence so often in Master Duel is because I don't get a lot of practice, and I want to get a lot of practice in at least doing basic combos, because when I go to my locals, I'm going to play Valence, and one of those combos I'm going to use, not combos, one of the decks I'm going to use is the Valence deck, and I'm going to use that jogging combo. So I just got to get used to like playing the cards, placing the cards. I got a little place, a little secret, little hideaway that I will share with you guys one day that is like primarily where I do a lot of practicing of my actual gameplay, like my actual like physical trading card playing, because part of playing is getting used to just playing with physical cards, and that's sometimes can be a lot. But playing with Valence with all those different movements, I'm getting used to doing it fast, so that I don't go in a time. Just thinking about the previous mistakes I made going to locals and how it affected me when I wanted to compete. Because basically, you know, I knew my cards, but I didn't know them well. Because if someone asked me a question or challenged me, I would have to like read for context or something like that. And all that stuff takes time. So you want to try to avoid that if you can. So I try to get in a lot of practice playing Master Duel, and also, you know, like by myself, like solitaire style. So, you know, it's a method to my madness. Like I was saying before, when the volume was very high, that basically my whole purpose and journey is to come back and join the TCG, and I'm gonna try to get some like real life competitive feats accomplished and established, because I have never cared about that before, but I have everything I need to be able to do it right now. I've got the time, I've got the money, and I've got the patience of my what? So which is the biggest contribution of all. The secret trick to get all this in motion. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a long journey, my boy. It took a lot to put it into place. And I understand, like even like other content creators that I've seen that have stopped making content. I know a lot of them stopped because they wanted to, you know, do stuff with their family. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just kind of, you know, nature of things. All right. Am I going to attack this guy? Probably going to attack this guy. Yeah, I think I'm going to attack this guy. No, if he does a Dragius, that's going to be 25 smacky. All right, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna set 2. We'll see what he does. If he's got the Dragius and get me for 25, get me for 25. If he's got piercing and Dragius, kill me. All right, there you go. That's the only thing I can say. Yeah, the hardest thing about practicing Yu-Gi-Oh, I would say, is combos, dropping combos, learning where your combos have best interaction, all that good stuff. Like the combo, like knowing your combo through and through is like the #1 main thing. And then being able to explain your combo to another person is the second thing. If you can do those two things without giving away information, then that's good. Like, for example, someone says, like, what does that card do? Instead of telling them, well, this card is called Valence Arctos 12, and whenever a monster in the field changes its position, you know, from one zone to another, I can destroy one card on the field. I could just say this card pops. You know, you sometimes you overshare when you play Yu-Gi-Oh in person because you're just trying to, you know, be regular, be cool, you know, but also you want to play correctly. But people that are playing locals every day, every week that show up, you're kind of interrupting the flow. So if I plan on being victorious at my locals, what that means is I'm going to be upsetting the ecosystem of that locals. Whoever was third place will forever be fourth now because I'm going to be first. So guess what that means? That fourth player person could be my opponent and he's going to be very salty. And I got to be able to explain to him why he's losing. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole gist of it. I'm really just trying to train myself to get back into the game. But my headspace is already there. I'm always thinking about it like I used to. That was one thing I always thought was an advantage. Yu-Gi-Oh's always on my mind. So I thought because it was always on my mind, you know, I was always going to be advancing. That's what I always thought. Anyway, what am I doing here? I'm going to summon the 2. I'm going to get a boost. I'm going to smack it. Yeah. Then we don't have a big one in here. Oh, we got the press. All right. So let's do this. Sorry. Oh yeah. Hiya! Boost him up. Looks like she's gonna get that 25 anyway. Ow. Alright, go ahead. Yeah. Brad still makes content. I see Brad make content all the time. Brad makes the same content he's been making. I don't think he ever stopped. I think he's still doing like updates and breaking news and all that good stuff. I think Brad does the same stuff. I think Brad still does the same stuff. Loam still does the same stuff. I don't think Mario ZRG makes content anymore. I don't know if dang, I can't think of my other boy's name. Name, his face is right here, but the name slipped my mind at the moment. But I'm sure it'll come back. But I don't know if he's making content. I think I saw him making content that was like non-Yu-Gi-Oh the other day. Like literally, I saw he was streaming some other game. I think it was like Valorant or something. Not sure what it was. Yeah, Playmaker's still around, I think. Yeah, Playmaker's still making those replays. Playmaker makes regulars content, I think, for all 3 games, I think. Look at how they played me. I think he does it for all 3 games. I'm pretty sure. Come on. I need some powerful beasts. Watt 007. Yeah, that's who I was thinking about. How did you know? That's who I was. Yeah, that's who was on my mind. I don't know if he still makes content. My boy Yami Blood, I was supposed to make some content with him, and then I was still in that flaky phase, so I flaked, and I'm sorry. But I don't know if my boy Yami Blood still make content anymore. I like watching his content a lot. But the algorithm just serves up what it serves up. My algorithm be serving up all kinds of crazy stuff. You said Yami Blood went weird. What you mean? I appreciate that boy Emilio's comment. Yeah. Yeah, I'd really try my best to always look at all the newest cards or cards that I've never seen. I still get excited when I read cards. I don't know if people get excited when they read cards, but I know for a fact, like when I see a card and I read a card and it says something that I've never seen before, or like I open up a card and it's a pack, like it's a card in a pack, and it does something like crazy, like I get interested in that. I want to figure out, like, can I play this? Can it get in my deck? Like I still do that. Like I know that most people just kind of go online, take a look at what's out there, and just kind of do whatever. And I feel like that has not changed about Yu-Gi-Oh. But for the most part, I'm just looking to do it my way. That's the only thing I want to do. I want to do it my way. I don't want to do it anybody else's way. That's the one thing I don't ever want to betray about myself and Yu-Gi-Oh. I want to always keep it my way. Always. Like the moment where like even like for example, like I'll watch a YouTuber like this, like I heard, like for example, I heard this month is No Meta November, which is hilarious. Like whoever said that the first time, okay. Bravo, I guess. Funny topic, you win. But No Meta November is a thing. And I'll watch somebody's content and they'll upload a video. They're like, yeah, I know it's No Meta November, but I had to play a meta deck because it was the so-and-so tournament. It was the official XYZ tournament. And honestly, I mean, I get it. You're being competitive, but I want to be competitive with some super hot Omega Spice that is all mine. I'm gonna inspire revolution. But also, another funny thing too. I have been seeing comments recently on my Gladiator Beast video, and people keep asking me to bring that deck back, or asking me, do I have an updated version? Do y'all want the Gladiator Beast deck? Do y'all wanna see that again? Do y'all wanna go down that rabbit hole again? Like I'm glad to go back to the lab for the Gladiator Beast, but I ain't think nobody wanted that anymore. But it seems like everybody wants Gladiator Beast now. And I'm like, I guess this is a time when people be looking for the heroes. I don't know how bad the meta is right now at the top, but people's like, make these Gladiator Beasts kill again, please. Like, that's what people was saying in the comments. So I'm like, all right, guess I gotta figure this out. Oh my God, he's gonna try to moid me. Let me see. Am I gonna get moided? Let me see. That's 5, 2, and 3,000. Oh my God, I'm about to get moided. Oh, no! I've been killed. I mean, honestly, in this game, if you're not exploiting the 4th attack, then you're kind of not winning. That's true. So he's got that. He had the 4th attack, and he exploited it. So he got the... And he got the back row pop. Gee, can't complain about that. Look at that. Kind of the same ratios, minus the double smacky, attacky. But yeah, I gets it. Frackle? Who's Frackle? Who's Frackle? What's oh, Fractal? That's what you're saying. Gladiator Beasts were cool, but I don't think even your gig of brain, can keep them safe against cash and purely. Yeah. Honestly, I will say this though. I have attempted to quote unquote play mainstream regular Yu-Gi-Oh for a while, but this is one of the more complex times. Like back when I was trying to first play, I think the first deck I played against that was modern. I think it was maybe Sky Striker. And at first I couldn't get my head around Sky Striker because just how everything was going, and then they had at the time like $120 like spell card, and it was just like a mess. It was just a mess, I remember. And then unlike those other times though, I am like very well versed and like well studied, and I can literally look back and understand like kind of where I was in the past and where I am now. And I feel like, oh, I didn't even see him tribute to monsters. I feel like I can definitely I feel like I can definitely, well, I already actually feel like I improved from how I used to be back in the day. That's how I'm saying, like, I know I'm ready to go and clap for shoot. But back in the day, I used to win a lot of like random non-sanctioned tournaments. There was a lot of those back in the day. Like you go to the trade center, there's a tournament. You go to the toy store, there's a tournament. It was like that kind of stuff. I didn't really learn about stuff like wizards and official Yu-Gi-Oh and Konami code and all that stuff. I didn't learn about all that until like later on when I didn't have time for it. It literally took me 10 years to get to a point where I could actually do what I wanted. And I had to go through a corporate hellscape to get that, but that's what it did. Yeah, I did see the Tri Brigade were unlimited. I did see that. I did see Tinky was unlimited, and you can also play the Zodiac card. And the Tri Brigade strategy was a go second strategy anyway. So all we gotta do is sure up our go first strategy, and I think we'll be straight. He's only got 4 cards in the graveyard. I think we got 4. He didn't mill. Okay, so that means let's see. That's funny, he didn't mill. I don't attack, what are you gonna do? Oh yeah, happy Thanksgiving to you too, my boy. I hope y'all have a great Thanksgiving. Hope you have a great year. I know it's like you see a lot of crazy stuff going on right now in the world, but you can at least be thankful that you're in a place where you can sit down and enjoy a live stream and be safe. That's a blessing all on its own that unfortunately a lot of people don't get and wish they could have right now. We're gonna blow up some back row. So like right now, I honestly feel like I'm just kind of holding space until like the beginning of the year because I want to put a content strat in place. But at the moment, my content strategy is just live stream and get the live stream up and running. So that's the only plan. I'm not gonna plan like over plan, you know what I'm saying, and like overwhelm myself. I'm gonna make sure that I don't burn out. Because also that was another thing too. I was kind of burning out on just churning out content for YouTube, because again, it's kind of hard to rationalize in your brain when you make a video. Like one time I made this video. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. Sometimes I make a video and I can put it together like that. Other times I make a video, I really be like, I'm working on it. I'm massaging it. You know what I'm saying? And I remember I made this video, and it wasn't that the video didn't get a lot of views, because it got a lot of views, but I'm gonna mitigate some damage. But although it got a lot of views, I remember I got like an email or something about like how much money it made or something, and it had made something along the lines of like less than 99 cents. It was like I think I had no. This is a different story. It was just a low amount of money, but it was like the way YouTube sent it to me. That they sent like this notification, like, whoa, look at this. Like it got my attention. Something about that moment just made me go like why would you do that? Like, why would you be like, hey, look what's in your look what's coming in your bank account soon. Take a look at it. It's 74 cents. Thanks. No problem. No problem. Anything else I can do for you? No. That's kind of what it be like. And then what's funny is, it's like if you don't care about the money, you don't care about the money. But sometimes just seeing it is bad. I worked for a company one time. This is so funny. They did profit sharing, okay? And on the check, so I had never worked at a company that did profit sharing before, and this was like the first time. So everybody's like, yeah, get ready, profit sharing, woo, get ready. So everybody was hyped for profit sharing, and it come around time to get the check, and everybody get their paycheck, you know, same time obviously. And when the check come out, what happened is it was a penny or a nickel or something, like a very low amount, like low enough to not affect anything, low enough to just be insulting. And people were like getting up in arms about it or getting upset about it. And then the next quarter they came around, they disbanded profit sharing altogether. Now, now again, I had never got profit sharing before. I never cared about it, but when I was told about it and a penny showed up, I was of the same mind. Like, I would have rather got nothing. I would have rather no one said anything. I would have rather just continued happily working. And that's what I was doing. That's like, I don't even look at the analytics unless I need to like go in there and change something. But like looking at it every day and being on top of the numbers and stuff like that, like that honestly, that's pretty toxic, honestly. So that's another thing I learned to avoid. If that makes sense, like avoid the numbers. Like you should pay attention to what's going on, but you should not be. I shouldn't give YouTube as much attention as I give the numbers in my work. Like, you know, if you ask me what was going on in my job, I could tell you everything off the top of my head. I used to be able to do that about my YouTube too, but I can't do that now. Like, I just can't. I just don't know actually because I haven't looked. So, you know, I've been doing a lot of thinking around this, and obviously, no one to talk to about it that actually understands it, except for you guys, because you guys live here like I do. So, you know. The profit sharing is a total scam. It can be. Sometimes I'm getting cooked, boy. Sometimes honestly, it can be good with companies that's making money, but unfortunately, this company was not making money at the time. They did have a lot of scammerinos going at the time. I'm gonna put some little more beef into this thing. Like there's been a lot of, like, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world, but a lot of companies be doing scammerinos all the time. And, you know, when them scams be coming through, you know, sometimes, you know, it comes to light and people get in trouble and get sued, beat up, and all kinds of stuff. I'm just like, That's all I can do. I can do nothing about this. It's like, I just work here. The business itself is toxic, but you have to figure out how to bend it to your benefit. That's very true. That is very true. I will say that. I will also say too, for anyone who's in the workforce, I will give you a ray of hope, because I got to a bleak point where like, what's the point of all this? Like, why why is this so? It feels like it's going nowhere. Like, it feels like it's pointless. I found out that there is a time frame where you can actually kind of feel a little comfortable. Well, not comfortable, but like know that things should continue on a reasonable track. Okay. So I would say whatever you do, if you do it for 10 years, you got it set. Like, whatever your career is, your job is, if you went to college to learn a skill and then you picked up a gig, you know, I don't know, you went to college for graphic design, but for some reason you never got to graphic design. You went into large ticket sales, and then out of that your career kept growing, and before you know it, you're the VP of sales at some company, and you've been there 10 years. You're always going to be VP of sales then, or in that space, unless you really work hard to get out of it, or you do something crazy to get canceled from it. But you can always get a job in that space. Sometimes you got to grind, and sometimes you got to know what's going on in your space, but you can always get a job in that space. So, you know, in my mind, I was kind of like, you know, am I just going to work and dredge and do this forever? No. The answer I found out was 10 years in a skill, no matter what it is, and you will not only know the ins and outs of that business, but you're gonna know what you need to do to stay employed in that realm. And once you do that, that's kind of alludes to the commenter that made the comment to say, you know, it's about learning how to make it work for you, and that's kind of what that means. Like, over time, you'll learn what you need out of the workforce, out of the workspace, and then you can start interviewing people and looking for that. Like, right now, it's not a very candidate-centric market. Right now, it's a very employer-centric market where they have a lot of the power, a lot of the keys. You know, they're forcing people to come back to the office and other stuff. If you aren't working in corporate, you know, you might be working in other places that don't have offices, but like maybe retail or a warehouse, or maybe you have some sort of like technical job or a hospital or some sort of laboratory or something. Like, you could be doing something that's not in the office, but if you notice, the policy about being in the office has changed at most companies, and they're forcing people to come back in. So because of that, and again, I'm talking about America, because of that, you know, some people just can't jive with that because of life circumstances, and some people can't jive with that because they don't want that. So here's a little piece of advice for anyone looking for a job. If you are looking for a job right now, you to be accommodated to an employer, you need to, number one, be willing to come into the office, express that you're willing to come into the office, and do some research on the company. Those three things will get you hired in this market right now. A lot of places, unfortunately, are not getting good candidates because over the last 2 years, all the recruiters got fired. All of the talent acquisition got fired, and they have not been hired back. I got so many friends that are in HR and recruiting that are unemployed and cannot find work because these HR teams have not restructured yet. So right now, if all the recruiters are out of work, then that means that candidates outside of recruiting are going to struggle to be employed because nobody's working the system to get you hired. So it's an oxymoron, and it's eating at my soul sometimes, but you know, it's the nature of things, unfortunately, in modern capitalism today. Today in modern capitalism, YTDan explains how to get a job in a disgusting market. Rule number 1, attack the job market directly. Destroy the hiring manager's back row and attack their profile on LinkedIn. This is how you get a job. Basically. Let me go back and read some of this. So I work as a dishwasher and lawn girl, so I have no idea what profit sharing is. So that's funny. If you work in one of them family-owned joints, you know, they might do profit sharing. Oh, actually, you know what? Dishwasher. I got an example of profit sharing. If you're a dishwasher and you do and you work at a restaurant and they let you eat for free, and they don't bitch at you about it, and they let you smash all the time for free. I worked at a soul food restaurant. They let me eat all the candy yams and baked chicken I wanted. Boy, that's profit sharing right there. Okay. Now, if they bitch you out about it, you're paying with it mentally. So that ain't profit sharing. But if they ain't bitching at you about it, they let you eat for free. That's profit sharing right there. That's profit sharing. Cheat the game. Yeah, is it profit sharing a Ponzi scheme? Maybe. My thing is, I have a career, but some people won't let me write, and I keep trying to rewrite what perfectly. This is so main. Oh, so my career is good, but it also kills my soul. You want me to tell y'all a trick? Let me tell y'all a trick. Right now, there's 61 people watching this stream. Because there's 61 people watching this stream, the people who aren't watching this stream are gonna miss out on this knowledge. So I'm gonna share it. Chat. I'm gonna say it like Umar Jones. Chat GPT. Chat GPT. Chat GPT. You want to make sure that you get Chat GPT and use that. Help it write your resume, man. Let Chat GPT help you write your resume, man. Take it from the boy who reads resumes for a living. Let Chat GPT help you write your resume, my boy. I'm gonna give you the prompt right now. I'm gonna need you to go in Chat GPT. I want you to take your resume. I want you to copy it. I want you to go to Chat GPT and you say, Chat GPT, based on my resume, what are some other careers I could do? Then put in parentheses, paste your resume, hit enter. It's gonna give you 10 things you can do. And then say, Chat GPT, write me a resume based on my experience that's focused in XYZ category, ABC category, that job you recommended. And ChatGPT will create a resume that will get a recruiter to call you the fuck back. That's the truth. Learn how to cook with ChatGPT, my boys. All of y'all play Yu-Gi-Oh, so I don't think I need to tell y'all anything else, but learn how to cook with ChatGPT. If you're working in corporate office right now, you should be using ChatGPT to send email. If you're reaching out to people for jobs, ChatGPT should be writing your cover letter. If you're using ChatGPT will cook for you, boy. ChatGPT, Grammarly, Microsoft Word. That's all you need. You will get to cooking. Woo, ChatGPT be cooking, boy. You don't understand, man. ChatGPT get to cooking. Woo. You gonna be like, God damn, ChatGPT gonna put you on. You gonna be looking like ChatGPT is gonna talk so highly about you. You might shed a tear. You might, no one's ever been this nice to me. Like that's that's how ChatGPT lay it out. And then the outcode is thing. This is the coldest thing I'm gonna tell you about ChatGPT. When you set ChatGPT up, after you do everything and all said and done, Do it again like. That's a good prompt. Do it again like. Do it again but like Obama. Do it again but like Donald Trump. Do it again but like Leonardo DiCaprio. And watch how your resume changes. It's a spicy trick, my boy. It's a very spicy trick. A very spicy trick. So I implore you to look it up. I implore you to look it up. I implore you. And also find out, I mean, the keyword jutsu still works. I told y'all this years ago. Keyword jutsu still works. But keyword jutsu combined with ChatGPT, another trick. Take your resume and take the job that you want. Copy those individually. ChatGPT prompt. ChatGPT, please review this job description. Paste the job description. Let it run. It'll run the job description and basically give you a summary or synopsis of the job description. Then you'll say, ChatGPT, based on the above description, format my resume so that it speaks to the job description. And it's gonna understand the job description that you just put in and see the resume that you have. Proofread it. Get in there. Change the little idiosyncrasies, make sure it's correct, you know, pop it in the Grammarly, make sure it's good, you know, make sure it don't say nothing crazy like this was written by ChatGPT, this is not an actual resume, this is AI. Like, make sure you delete that line if it has that line, if you're using some other. I see that line, please delete the line, please delete it. I had a dude, swear to God, on the phone trying to do an interview with ChatGPT, like on his thing. And the guy's like, yes, can you please answer the question about the job? And then he's like, yes, I can answer the question. He's on video call, by the way. When I'm in the wrong... Yeah, my man is reading ChatGPT on the interview on video. If you're gonna do it, don't be obvious. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna do it, you gotta, you know, it's kind of like getting a job is like the Naruto tuning exam. Like where basically like the technique is passing the exam more than actually like passing the exam, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying right now, ChatGPT can help y'all out a lot. It can really help you stand out against other people. And right now there is an arbitrage window for folks who are willing to go into the office. So if for whatever reason you look at a company and they're like pushing people to return to the office, apply to those companies because people are leaving in droves. And that's where the opportunity is. Also, another cool thing you could think about is making sure you go on LinkedIn and finding the company that you want to get hired at and connecting to the recruiter. Don't ask the recruiter for anything. Don't sell them. Don't say hello. Just send a connection and follow them. Go to the company and follow it on LinkedIn. Because when the recruiter goes on LinkedIn or the recruiter looks in their applicant tracking system, if you follow them on LinkedIn or other socials sometimes, when they do the search, your name will pop up first over a qualified candidate because you are technically interested. So that means you're warm. So what will happen is someone, like I'm candidate A and I'm 100% qualified. You're candidate B and you're 85% qualified. But you'll come up number one, I'll come up number two. Like that kind of scenario. And most recruiters don't go past the first page if they have good candidates. Like if I got 100 candidates in the kitty, but the first 10 that applied are bangers, sorry, 90 people. There's no way I'm gonna interview 90 people if the first 10 is viable. And that's the luck game that you play too, because there's no way to get to everybody, and y'all know that. Also another tip too, so to save you from driving you crazy over your weight. So basically when you're applying to jobs, try to apply to jobs that are only 2 to maybe 4 weeks old. If it's older than 4 weeks, just consider it in the process. Like consider it like they started the process and they are like down to like a finalist. Just consider it if it's past 4 weeks that it's either old and they're about to hire somebody. But if you see it's up for like a year or something crazy, that means that something happened and for some reason they just can't close it. And that's always a story. So I'm just gonna nuke him. I'm gonna nuke him. Sayonara, eat this. Take this. Take this. And I summon Baby Shark. Let the card face down. That to me, damn good. Like, just returned a Duel Links, but apparently it's only about one deck, one character now. Well, I did see that people are playing that new Red Eyes skill came out, and then I remembered how we used to play Red Eyes with the I think it's Red Eyes Slash Dragon and all that stuff. I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about Summon Skull and all that stuff. I was like, damn. And it's kind of crazy, like, how am I nostalgic for Duel Links? Like, that just seems ridiculous, but I mean, honestly, 6 years ago, that was a different time. It was crazy. I think Duel Links is 6 years old, maybe, yeah, 6 years, I think. That's a different time. You know, that's a long time ago, especially for me. So I think that's really interesting. Guess I'm gonna take 28. Give it to me. Nice. Wait. Bruh. All right. Play me. Okay. I will be the one that gotta cook him. Please be cooked. Please be cooked. Please go. But yeah, my boys, don't forget ChatGPT. Really try that out. It's really good. It's really good. And especially since another thing too, a lot of companies are moving to AI tech in the interview process. In order to compete, you need to have an AI resume. So please use ChatGPT. You know, and even pay for it. I pay for ChatGPT. I pay for the little, like, the lowest version, only because, you know, I know that they need money and I like their service and I don't want it to go away. So I pay for the first introductory package. It's like $5. Something is very cheap. I pay for the little one, but I do pay something because it's really good. I use ChatGPT all the time for a lot of stuff. It's very, very handy. Ooh, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you, boy. Ooh, you know I have it. How do you struggle? Woo, 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 woo. Let him cook. Well, boy, double doom. Double doom. Yeah, give him 26 to the face. It's double doom. So what's up, Dan? Catching from work. It's good, cheesy videos. This is the best time to watch a stream, honestly, when you're at work. Go ahead and listen and enjoy the content while you are working, for it is free. That is when the content is the freest it ever is. With all the employers dying. But also do your job. Don't get fired. Also do your job. Do not lose your job. Hold on to it. Master Duel hurt Duel Links for like a little while, but then Tears messed up Master Duel for a long time, and then Duel Links returned. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I still like to play Duelists more. I mean, Master Duel more. I like Duel Links. I still like to play it more. I just feel like over on Yu-Gi-Oh, I feel like I've returned home. I feel like my powers have restored. Like I told my wife a cool thing about the deck that I'm playing in locals is that the deck that I've created is the same deck that I played. Well, it's using 2 cards from the same deck that I played like for my last official like tournament. Like I'm playing 2 cards from that deck, and it just feels so. I don't know. It just feels so good. It feels so good. Like putting those 2 cards back, it feels like it's destiny. And then also those 2 cards are in my combo line. So it's just really cool. It's really cool. So I'm feeling the energy right now. I'm feeling it right now. And I realized that like when I used to be like back in the day, like I was like, yeah, I want to be like an anime protagonist. I realized what's interesting. I was not in a position to be an anime protagonist. I was not in a position to take it up to the next level. I'm in a position to do it now, so I feel good. So, yeah. But honestly, part of it was my corporate strat did not go as I planned, and I got derailed. Like I wanted to be on this strat a year ago, and I should have been on this strat a year ago. But stuff I had planned didn't go as I planned, and because of that, we did this move to Illinois. But we were going to move anyway. We were probably going to move to New Jersey if the plan had went correct. But things didn't go correct. So because they didn't go correct, we came here, and it's like this wasn't like a bad plan at all. It was just like we had a really strong option A, and then we basically had an option A1 and an option A2. Like basically we had some really good options, so we weren't like in a position where we was like we gotta figure something the fuck out. It was more like, what do we really want in this world? Oh, I forgot I can't tribute. And then we had to really think about it and think about where we could get it, and that's where it happened. But one thing I do regret though, after leaving New York, I did not know that I think it's called Head to Head Battles, their channel. I didn't know that they were in New York. I did not know that the locals that they went to was in New York. And that one guy that I used to duel all the time, I was watching one of their videos and I saw him from my locals at their thing, and that's when it like clicked to me, like they're in New York. And I was like, oh no, like if I had known that, I would have been there. Like I would have loved to like get in there, like collaborate, or even just play those guys. But it was crazy that I just didn't know. I just didn't know. So, you know, next time I guess, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just didn't know. I really wanted. It would have been so cool. It would have been so cool. Like we're like Nim and all them. I did not know they were in New York. And this would have been. I just thought it would have been so cool. I thought it would have been so cool. But I found out later that it was in New York. So you know, I'll ignore that. Oh well. Next time. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, you know what I really like? What I really like about Yu-Gi-Oh, and that I like about the TCG that none of these other versions of Yu-Gi-Oh have. Like the whole thing that got me on Yu-Gi-Oh, and I remembered this from like back in the day as I've been thinking about this stuff a lot. I've been thinking about the last like 15, 20 years of my life in a lot of big context here. But one of the things that got me into Yu-Gi-Oh in the first place, because I really love Dragon Ball, and I wanted to know like what the feeling was like to fight like a Dragon Ball Z character. And I know this is gonna sound silly, but one of the things I've always thought about Yu-Gi-Oh, I thought Yu-Gi-Oh was like a Dragon Ball Z battle. I always thought that, and I thought because Yu-Gi-Oh was like a Dragon Ball Z battle, in real life, I was like, there's nothing else that compares to that. Like, there's nothing else compares to that. Like that kind of stuff. And when I'm playing like the Yu-Gi-Oh TCG, that's what it feels like. When I'm playing Duel Links, it don't feel like that. When I play Duel Links, it just feels more regular. Like, you know, it, like even like when I was like playing like back in the day, like the hazies and all that stuff, like that was about as much as I could handle really, because I hadn't been playing a TCG or anything. Like I didn't have any sharp skills. But when my skills start getting sharper, that's when I start going like, oh man, I see what they were saying when the one guy was like, I just can't watch Duel Links content. I just can't. He's like, I just can't. Too much TCG action, I just can't do it. And somebody said that, I totally get why they did that. Get the fuck out of here. This guy. But yeah, that was always the thought. I was always like, yeah, I love DBZ battles. And then I remember someone talked about Yu-Gi-Oh, and they said Yu-Gi-Oh was the Dark Souls of trading card games. And then I saw another guy talk about Yu-Gi-Oh, and he said Yu-Gi-Oh was the fighting game of trading card games. And then like I heard another person just like talking about card games in general, and was talking about how folks who play card games, you know, have a very high like active imagination, like, you know, they seem to be better at problem solving skills, and then Yu-Gi-Oh, if you've ever looked at the parental guides, I think I told y'all this before, if you look at the parental guides on their website, that's what they advertise. They advertise learning math, reading comprehension. Yeah, reading comprehension. They say that that's a skill you gain here, which I know y'all would beg to differ. And also problem solving skills and other things. So, you know, I just think about that and how when I play other games, I can't get into it because if it's technical, either it's gotta be really technical or I'm not interested. And then I run up against my time issue, or it's not technical, or it's like not technical enough and I get bored. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and then when you get bored, it's just kind of like, well, I could have been playing Yu-Gi-Oh. And then eventually it gets to the point where you're like, I'd rather just be playing Yu-Gi-Oh than any other game. Like the only game that I'd rather play than Yu-Gi-Oh right now is Armored Core 6. And I know there's a ton of beautiful, amazing, sexy games out there that I should be trying. But Armored Core 6 is the only one I can get into because I don't have to commit anything to it, and I can just pick it up and drop it off wherever I want. Like, it's like nothing I gotta commit to that. But if you start getting me into online competitions and stuff like that, and I start researching it and getting into it and paying it attention outside of playing the game, then that changes things for me, and then that makes it clash with Yu-Gi-Oh, and then that drags me to the question, this or Yu-Gi-Oh, and if I have to choose between Yu-Gi-Oh and any other game, it's always been Yu-Gi-Oh. So, like, I honestly don't like to play Monopoly because a lot of times there's no defined winner, and sometimes it just goes on forever and it's super luck based. I don't want to play Monopoly because I can't crush my opponent in Monopoly. I have to wait for hours to crush them in the Monopoly. Like, people complain about 10-minute games. How about a fucking 4-hour Monopoly, motherfucker? Like, I'm not doing that shit. So I just refuse to play Monopoly anytime anyone offers it to me because I'm not fucking doing it. Anybody, they be like, hey, Dan, want to get on Monopoly? Nope. Not at all. Sorry, not me. Don't want to play. But like anytime I do play something, Everybody's like, damn, why you so competitive? It's just a game. Chill. I'm looking like, but you asked me to compete. and that's the problem. Like, I need to compete at a high level if I'm competing. So where do you compete at a high level? At your job, because you compete to survive, literally. You know, my philosophy is this, unfortunately. If you think about a job interview and two people go into the job interview, somebody's going to leave hungry. Someone's not going to get that job. So someone's not going to be able to feed themselves or whoever they got with them. You know what I'm saying? So if that's the case, we don't bite each other on the neck like animals in the jungle, but we bite each other in the pocket. Like, you know what I'm saying? If we're biting each other in the pockets, you know, the only time where we interact or pseudo interact is in the interview process. You know, outside of that, we're all just wild animals in the market of capitalism. So, you know, that's just kind of how I see it. Because unfortunately, you know, no one will ever say it to you, but that's like just the polite means of society. Like, either you got the job or you didn't. You can afford this double cheese or not. You know, you can pay the rent or you can't. You know, weird. So when it's kind of just like that over here, but it's not like that everywhere, all around the world. It's like that in America. But that's because we got the American dream. And one thing about America that's really cool, but also something that you probably never thought about, you know, we hold these truths to be self-evident. All men are created equal. Something pursuit of happiness. I don't remember the exact thing, but something pursuit of happiness. Like something about every man can strive for the pursuit of happiness. It doesn't say you will be happy. It doesn't say happiness is guaranteed. It says that the only thing is guaranteed of that process is that you can pursue it. Like, you can pursue happiness, but happiness isn't guaranteed. Happiness ain't on schedule. And I was like, damn. Like when I thought about it like that, like damn, like, you know, that's interesting, because most people strive to be happy, and a lot of people aren't happy. You know what I'm saying? So what makes you happy? That's the question. This makes me happy. I'm the happiest. Therefore, I'm happy. You know, it's that simple. But how can I do this? How can I make space for this? Well, in order for me to pursue this happiness, I gotta put all my other ducks in a row. And if I can put all my ducks in a row, I can pursue my own venture, and the government won't mess with me. Pursuit of happiness. That's the only thing it guarantees, that the government won't get in your venture, and you will be allowed to pursue happiness. The only thing it guarantees. So, you know, when I think about it in that context, and you strip everything else away, like, you know, when you're going in the interview and it's a coin flip between you and the other guy, hey, we're both just trying to pursue happiness out here, my boy. You know, it's me or you. And unfortunately, I really want it to be me. And then you on the same side, in the mirror, saying the same thing. Like, I'm sorry, body boy, but it's gonna have to be me. But that's the same in a Yu-Gi-Oh duel. I want to win. Only one of us is gonna put these life points to fucking zero. Is it gonna be me, or is it gonna be this joker? You know what I'm saying? I'm damn sure gonna try to make it me. So I'm gonna try my best. Same way you gonna try your best. But if he don't make it, you know, I don't hate him. He ain't my enemy. No hard feelings. But you know, hey, yes, gotta be my. You know what I'm saying? That's just kind of how it is. He's like, damn. But has he spared Duel at all? So I just need him to find one Celio Monarch player with 3 Celia clears to show you bust ass. What? What are you talking about in Duel Links? What are you talking about? I want you to win, but sometimes I do enjoy being a bastion and running the fountain, the formulas, and seeing them actually work or fail. Like, oh, you did that with Intertrack on Master Duel recently. Yeah, honestly, the learning process is the best part, and that's again another reason why I decided to stream, because I did find myself practicing a lot and like just learning little combos and stuff, and I was doing that and realizing I could just be streaming, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was basically the gist of it. Like, I was like, man, I could be streaming this right now, so let me just go ahead and stream, and you know, rather than, you know, not, you know what I'm saying? So let me just go ahead and stream this shit, because I know they want to see it and I want to come back. So that's basically the gist. If I discard 3 and pop, I will summon back 1. I could summon 2 and get a boost, and then I do got the little block, so it might be okay for my life under 42. You bastard. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna just do it. Just copy your combo. Back to that same pace. I'm gonna put this card back where you destroyed it. I'm gonna summon. I'm gonna run up our guys. Ooh. I almost accidentally didn't hit the power up. That would have been embarrassing. Fool. Come unprepared. Alright, let's go. Well, I am a floodgate enjoyer, my boy. I've learned that about modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Like I hate a lot of stuff in Yu-Gi-Oh! In general, but I honestly, you can't just hate floodgates, because floodgates is a natural part of the ecosystem of Yu-Gi-Oh! But you can try to see, like, basically it's your job as a duelist when you're building your deck in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! To figure out which floodgate you can use, basically. If you can figure out the best floodgate to use for your deck, then you will get like increased win rate. Like, for example, if you can't fit nothing else in there as a floodgate, sometimes summon limit works just fine. For example, summon limit is great, you know? What the? Give me the 2, dude. Little stink, little stink. I'm gonna get you. Oh, I'm gonna get you now. You little stinker. Bam. 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 Oh, you know what's messed up? I just realized I can't attack for game. I can only attack for damage because he's got I gotta have level 7 or higher. I'm still gonna sin for double doom. Attack Dragius. Dragius this opponent across the floor. Digimon does look fun. But unfortunately, I heard that my boy Leomon isn't a good deck, so I kind of lost interest. But modern Yu-Gi-Oh, I don't believe that the floodgates is like the biggest issue. I think modern Yu-Gi-Oh, the problem is, well, I don't think there's any problem with it, honestly. Like, modern Yu-Gi-Oh, that's fine. I think that the biggest issue with modern Yu-Gi-Oh is the learning curve, like everybody talks about and discuss. But I figure, although there is a high learning curve, there is a quantity versus quality argument that I think needs to be had. And you think about someone who goes through the trouble of learning how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And on their own, and then they join the community, those people stick around. if someone's trying to casually tell you how to play Yu-Gi-Oh and just give you this information, and you only are doing it for some reason that, you know, that's well beyond I enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh related content, then, you know, it's gonna be a hard time, you know, trying to learn to keep that person. Like my wife, for example, she knows how to play. She just doesn't play. She just doesn't care. But she knows I care, you know, and she'll learn to play or play if, like, you know, why not? But I'm just saying, like, for someone like her, she's just not fully interested and invested because she can't. She literally can't. You little bastard. She tried to steal. Your dumbass out here. Tried to steal from me. You see he tried to steal? You see he tried to steal my rank up? Who's that mean? Who's that mean? No, listen, I get that you say it's convoluted, but that's the whole point. You gotta remember though, Yu-Gi-Oh is the game that is made up. Okay, when you're first introduced to Yu-Gi-Oh, what is the impression that they give you? They give you an impression of an amazing epic duel against sometimes indomitable rivals. However, the first victory in Yu-Gi-Oh history, I'm just talking about the regular anime, the one that debuted in America back in the 90s. The first victory was a fucking OTK, bro. It was a 5-card OTK. All right? That was the sign right there. That the framework. And what it wasn't just a regular OTK. It was an overwhelming, crushing, embarrassing defeat. And that's the whole concept of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because playing any of these card games are, sure, I play Naruto. Oh, you hit me with your jutsu. Damn. Oh, I'm playing Magic. Oh, you got me with your spell. Oh, you hit me with the black Aragon. But no, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is like, you idiot. You had the same time as me to build a powerful Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck. With over 10,000 choices in cards, you assembled that pile of 40? Pitiful waste of your time because you're gonna lose. And then that opponent proceeds to put foot to ass, and that person loses in such a way, it makes them sit back and question everything. They question, should I even be coming to this tournament? Should I even be playing Yu-Gi-Oh? You only get a defeat like that in Yu-Gi-Oh. You don't get defeats like that in Magic. There's no stakes like Yu-Gi-Oh. There's no stakes in Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's everything in Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm just saying. Like a Magic tournament can get heated. But fisticuffs come from the Yu-Gi boys back in the day. The fisticuffs was coming from the Yu-Gi table because they were highly impassioned. Now, I'm not saying that that's what you be looking for, but I'm saying like highly impassioned individuals. Like raw passion, just I can't control myself. You know, I've put so much focus into this game, I don't shower or wash my ass. So I'm gonna go to the tournament stanky as hell. Konami's like, hey y'all, you gotta at least take a goddamn shower. Like they don't say that in no other game, cause the other games don't have the same dedication. Which is why I just love Yu-Gi-Oh, man. It's gotta be a mind-blowing, debilitating, humiliating, earth-shattering, disgusting defeat. It has to be that. When it's just a good game, it's just all right, good game. You know, nothing to be said here. But you go ahead and summon, I don't know, Bish Vulcan and hit him with an FTK in a tournament, and there's 200 people there. That's a feat. People respect that, and that's the type of Yu-Gi-Oh that I want to play. So that's a game that I can only play in person, but it's a game that I can train for with y'all. So that's why I'm here, my boy. But that's the beauty of Yu-Gi-Oh. Nobody has to play it my way. You know, I can play Yu-Gi-Oh the way I want to play it because that's just kind of how I feel about it. And you don't have to play that way. You can play how you want to play it. But that's the beauty of the whole 10,000 cards, keeping everything in the cycle thing, you know? That's the beauty. Why isn't this guy dead yet? He said, with your spell. Now you mean I played a 1,000-year-old Mayan calendar? What you talking about, my boy? What you talking about? Honestly, I just haven't gotten back to the hazy flame yet. I'm gonna start practicing with it again because I did look. I remember when I got back and I thought I was gonna have time to stream. I did buy a bunch of hazy stuff. I bought a lot of. I bought like the fire guy, the warrior guy. I bought a lot of stuff, and I think that I can definitely play like a viable deck. But again, I don't know what the Duel Links meta is like right now, and I have not looked into it, and I haven't been thinking about it because my brain has been on TCG stuff, and I've only been focusing on that. And that's kind of why I'm just kind of having a nice, easy, chill day, talking to y'all, playing this, because I literally don't have to put any energy, brain juice into playing this. This is like, you know, click, 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 click. It's pretty easy to play. It's not tough at all. You just, you know, set the cards. Either you live or you'll die, basically. You said there's too few computers, too few competitors in LGS to confirm if they smell or stink. Honestly, one thing that's funny, okay, so this is an interesting story. I don't know if y'all know this or if I ever shared this before, but my wife met me technically through my Yu-Gi-Oh group, technically. And because she did, one of the things she was surprised about, she was like, I'm surprised that like you and your friends was all like normal, and y'all was like, you know, at the time they used to call it, y'all had no swag, and we was getting them. We were getting those feelings. We were getting those rhythms. We were getting those notes. We were tapping. We were getting in there. And she was surprised that we weren't like dorks or something. And I was like, yeah, I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh might be a nerdy subject, but that doesn't mean that everybody's playing is just like a social, inept, you know, madman. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody who plays the game isn't just like a straight up loser. There's a lot of regular people that just play the game. And a lot of people did not know that. And my wife didn't know that at the time. So it was funny. It was one of the first things she said. She was so surprised that nobody stunk, nobody was crazy, and none of that. And funny enough, by the time she met me, all those people had left the group. But at that time when she met me, yeah, we were all, you know, sing baby, every like you. Like we was. That's all we was like in the day. Going up in the club like y'all might not even know what that is. But if you got TikTok or YouTube short brain rot, that's the light skin theme song. So actually, you know what though? I can tell y'all like the craziest like the reason why I even ended up playing like Magic back in the day is because, for a similar reason, one of my friends ended up playing Magic is because somebody told him that they would never beat him. Like they were like, "You'll never beat me," kind of thing, on some Seto Kaiba shit. and we all decided to play Magic to like beat up this guy. We actually used to do that a lot. Like people would talk shit in games and we would get good at games and crush people in games because we were just so into like playing it Yu-Gi-Oh style. Everything had to be played like Yu-Gi-Oh. So when I picked up Magic, I had an infinite burn combo. I had a red, blue, arcane. It was called arcane. It was an arcane Magic with an entwinement spell, and basically there's an infinite damage combo. I had an FTK. Well, it wasn't FTK. It was an OTK when I played Magic. My other friend had a deck. He basically played Beatdown, but instead of it being like Beatdown in the sense of like Yu-Gi-Oh, where it's running a bunch of 1900 monsters, his Beatdown deck primarily just focused on summoning. I think he played Tooth to Nail, which let him summon big monsters for free, basically. So it was like stuff like that. So I just always like realized that people who play Yu-Gi-Oh that transfers to other games, it typically seems to do really good because they have a combo analytical style of thinking that Yu-Gi-Oh has forced them to learn. I just see that, or I think, or at least I think that's the case. How many of these do I put in that? 2. But yeah, pretty cool. That's why I keep playing, and it's gotten. I thought it would go away and it would just die off, but it's gotten nothing but stronger. And people love trading card games, and people love comic books and all that other stuff. And like, even though like Marvel is imploding and that's going to hell, you know, people are still interested, and like the top 1% is still around. And I consider myself, you know, as a card game player who's willing to go to a locals every week and be on a regimen to do that, like for the foreseeable future. I consider someone who would do something like that or go to a comic book shop and buy a weekly comic to be top 1% of, you know, consumers of that product, like, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh or Marvel comic books or trading cards or Magic or whatever. You know, it's not a lot of people that do that. It's a lot of casual enjoyers. There's nothing wrong being a casual enjoyer, but I want to be a 1% Yu-Gi-Oh consumer. I want to consume. And what I want to consume and be drunk on is victory. So that's I've gotten to the stage where I want Seto Kaiba like victories. I want to crush people in real life and see them driven before me and hear the lamentations of their women. That's the type of victory that I need. I just can't play regular Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. I have to play and make them go like, and I go in person. I have to have the Yujiro. I have to have the Yujiro Hanma effect when I walk in. And like, it's him. It's the Valence Warrior. I know that sales music. And I walk in, I gotta say something crazy like, "Who is here? Who is ready to become my meal?" Or something crazy like that, you know what I'm saying? See them driven before you, hear the lamentations of their women. Yes, that is Conan, like, have them driven before you. Actually, I wish they would go back to that kind of movie making. I used to love those kind of movies. I used to love those movies. Oh my God, Commando, The Predator, almost any action movie that came out in the 80s or 90s where it wasn't top billing, but Arnold was the star. And maybe it wasn't like a blockbuster, but it was like made, and that shit is so funny. Arnold be saying the wildest stuff. They be doing like crazy stuff, like when the one time there's a man's like trying to kill Arnold, I think, and I think he were on a plane or something. I don't really remember. And the guy like tried to like attack him. He was like sitting next to him on the plane, but Arnold like flicked a peanut or something like off of the chair, and it bounces off the chair and it goes in the guy's throat. And, and then as he's choking, Arnold went, like broke his neck, and they put a hat over his face. And the stewardess walks over and goes, "Would your friend like any peanuts?" And he goes, "Please don't disturb my friend. He's dead tired." And then they played the sexy music. And then they do the little scene transfer. Or the one time he was going on the rampage, this is at the end of the movie. He's going on a rampage into the final stronghold of the boss, and he's in a tool shed or something. And they're like, the guards like looking for him, and when the guy opens the tool shed, Arnold, y'all know how big Arnold Schwarzenegger is, so somehow he's up in the tool shed, upside down, Spider-Man style, but he's got two saws, and he comes down on the door upside down and puts the two saws into this guy's like shoulder blades. He's just like, oh, and I'm like, what the fuck? Play that music transition. So that's that's like my shit. I love those movies. Oh my god, I really wish they would go back to making some shit like that. That would be spice. John Wick actually was really, really good. I haven't seen 3 and 4 though. I only saw the other two. I'm not the other two, 1 and 2, but 3. But I do need to get to 3 and 4. But John Wick was like that. John Wick had me in there, like ooh, like interested. I honestly feel like I was just talking to a colleague about this, about going back to the movies, and I was telling him like I feel like people just aren't gonna go back because of the state of the world, just like how things are. And then also on top of that, nobody wants to go to the freaking movies for, basically, if you're looking, like, for example, when I used to go to the movies and like take my wife or girlfriend at the time on a date, it was like $60 maybe. If I took her today, it would be maybe $130. And then that's not counting, like, if I'm including, my kid and anything he wants. And when I do movie, I consider movie and something to eat. So it's gonna like I remember I watched this video and this guy was comparing his Taco Bell bill to like an Olive Garden bill he had, and he had a family of 4, and it was basically like, it was like $60 for the Taco Bell for a family of 4, and it was like $70 or like $75, something like $10 or $15 difference between a sit-down restaurant and Taco Bell. So it's like, I don't think people are gonna go to the movies unless it's a really good ass movie, and there hasn't been a whole lot of really good ass movies because of COVID, and then they had the SAG-AFTRA strikes. When has anybody had any time to really make any content? They haven't. That's why it all sucks right now. So, the world, like, it's just what's going on. No one cares about these things. Y'all might not care about it either, but hey, this is our time together. We shall talk. There's a lot of crazy shit going on right now, bro. Taco Bell is so nasty. I'm sorry, Taco Bell, y'all watching. You can sponsor me though. But after I've been working at Taco Bell for my whole life, or my whole growing up life, I never wanted Taco Bell again. It was always funny. I'd be in the car with my friends after we play Yu-Gi-Oh. What y'all want to get? Everybody's like, Taco Bell, hell yeah. I'm like, McDonald's, churches, anything, dog, please. They like, no, we want Taco Bell. And I'm over there eating that Taco Bell. Oh god. I used to love Chipotle too, but I think Chipotle got bought out by the McDonald's Corporation a long time ago. And I believe when that happened, it just wasn't the same. Like, they still did like Chipotle, like the way Chipotle does business is very similar, but it just never, I don't know if maybe my taste buds changed or Chipotle maybe changed like how they do stuff, but it just never tastes the same to me since then. I know they got bought or acquired or something happened. It just never tastes the same to me. But I might be tripping on that. You know what I'm saying? This guy's cooking my goose. what to do. I mean, I feel like he's gonna drag me, so I better, you know, he's gonna fucking drag me. He's gonna drag me. Drag him, my dragons. No. Alright, he ain't gonna try to drag me. Think he's gonna drag me, boys. He can definitely wipe me out, but I'm gonna go for the maybe you can't wipe me out tip. I've given the correct move to take out all your monsters. Let's see what happens. Del Taco, oh man, you know what's funny about Del Taco? I haven't seen them since I've been to Michigan, lived in Michigan. So I actually forgot that they existed until I saw you mention Del Taco in the chat. That's kind of funny. Yeah, and also, yeah, that's Strike too. Yeah, it's been a lot of stuff going on in the acting space. But I did see someone say that in terms of content, like a lot of these Hollywood or entertainment spaces is probably going to look towards video games. And if that's true, if that turns out to be true, and that's what people do, I think we should look at Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's look at Yu-Gi-Oh! Netflix, look at Yu-Gi-Oh! Make a live action Netflix series. Why not? Kaiba! And Kaiba's Chris Pratt. I won't let you get away with it, Chris Pratt. Oh yeah, let's go. Time to duel. Chris Pratt is Seto Kaiba. And they're gonna be like, Samuel Jackson, yes, Yugi Moto. Dun, 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 dun. Black Duel Magic. I'm sorry. Black Duel Magic. That would be pretty funny. Samuel Jackson is Moto. Or it'd be like Leonardo DiCaprio is Joey Wheeler. And you know it'd be really cool if they got for Taya? Gal Gadot as Taya Gardner. I believe in friendship. No, Scarlett Johansson as Taya. No, Scarlett Johansson can be my Valentine. I'll take that. All day. I'll take that. Scarlett Johansson is my Valentine. Cardi B. I think it's that. Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, y'all gotta both interview for my Valentine. I gotta see that. No, we're gonna get Blueface in. Blueface is gonna be a rare hunter. Blueface is gonna be a rare hunter. We got Blueface as the rare hunter. We gonna have Dog the bounty hunter. He's gonna be a rare hunter too. He's gonna be Dog the bounty hunter is gonna be Bandit Keith. That's who Dog the bounty hunter is gonna be. He's gonna be Bandit fucking Keith. That's who he's gonna be. That would be so funny. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I was just gonna dang, I didn't mean to do that. Oops. That would be funny though. Dog the bounty hunter is Bandit Keith. What? You wanna be something? Ooh, what if we went and got like people like we got like Steven Seagal. Steven Seagal could be that one dude from Dark Side of Dimensions with the cell phone. That bully dude, Steven Seagal could be that guy. Okay, I'm gonna stop. That's insulting to that Dark Side of Dimensions character. Let me not talk the shit about him. Let me not talk shit about him. But honestly, they were talking about the video games making money in the movies because Five Nights at Freddy's made all that money. And I saw that online and I thought that was really funny because I was like, fucking Five Nights at Freddy's dropped and it was a banger? I was surprised to hear that. It was like, have you seen that new Five Nights at Freddy's? No, I haven't. Basically, no. I haven't seen it. I don't. Oh, he's got that guy. Oh no, he's got that guy. He's got that guy. That sucks. Oh, I didn't realize. Oh man. Oh shoot. What is that? Do your thing. Do your thing. Take this. All right. I thought I had another level 6 in there. Blardo. No, I could put the damage on him, but this. So why risk the biscuit? Like FNAF was a bad horror movie. But I love Letter to fans. I still love it. Hey, that's what I'm saying. You know, FNAF can make a billion or whatever. Shit, drop that Yu-Gi-Oh live action. Honestly, when they drop that Yu Hakusho, you know, we gonna see. After they drop it, so, you know what I'm saying. I didn't get a chance to watch One Piece, but I only didn't watch One Piece because I just wasn't a big One Piece fan. Because unfortunately, I only knew One Piece from the 4Kids dub, and I never got into it on any other versions. And it's been going on for so long, and I've been watching it like sidebar through my wife sometimes when she was watching it, and even she gave up on watching it because it was going so long. I think when she was watching it, they was fighting Big Mama, and she was waiting for them to kill Big Mama for like half a year or something. And she was like, I'm done with this shit. Or something. She was talking about how it was taking forever for them to kill Big Mama. So she just got done watching it. And you know, I would just always ask her, hey, is that Big Mama fight over? She's like, nope. I heard Attack on Titan just finished. So, you know, I'm like, time for me to get into watching some kind of anime. But honestly, I don't know. I'm gonna start watching something. But I want to kind of get into something that doesn't have a lot of commitment, if I can. If that makes sense. I'll probably just stick to like movies and one-offs and stuff like that. Turn this off. Go ahead and kill him. Sorry, man. Time to finish, yo. But hello. Hello. Mortal. Smacky, smacky, attack. Be gone, happy ladies. Toggle to auto. So the only thing I hated about One Piece was Mihawk's dialogue. I don't know who that is. That my wife felt the same about the Fire Force. Once the fan service started, she just checked out. Yeah, my wife likes to watch animes that have like a ton of action or a ton of romance. She doesn't like it when it's like casual and like nothing going on. It'd be like killing me. She'd be watching something and she'll get to a point where it feels like they're like not doing anything or not talking about anything or whatever. She feels like it's like not significant, and she would like skip like a large portion of it. That drives me crazy. I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, you can't be skipping. I mean, you can't skip the whole story. You can't skip all that content. You're like, why the hell not? And I'm like, oh. How I'm feeling afterwards. I'll be like, damn, like that person worked hard as hell on that content. You just skip like 40% of it. You don't give a damn. The intro come on, she hit skip every time. I'll be like, damn. You don't give a fuck. Somebody worked real hard on that shit. Somebody put their heart and soul on that. Don't give a damn. Skip that shit every time. I'll be like, can't do that. Like, you know, like you skip it. I'm like, somebody kid don't eat. He was like, I was like, man, you don't know. Like, don't be doing that. Bullshit. This dude gotta get blown up, man, for real. The guy's murdering the hell out of me. beating me up. I'm over here talking about different subjects. Just punch me in the face. You know my what? Guy's like killing me, like literally killing me. Like, he's taking my fucking life. I'm over here. Let me tell you about my life. We have different anime habits. God literally beat me to death. I got 400 lives. Like, why won't you die? I have more to tell you about my wife and our anime watching. Basically. Yeah, she be skipping, bro. She does not watch it. They got a new reunification? That's cool. I'm gonna check that out then. Yeah, that's something I could probably watch because I've seen, well, I've not seen, I have a small recollection of what happened in that show, so I definitely can like enjoy it. Like enjoy it without putting too much thought into it, I mean. Or I can casually watch it. This Blue Falcon formation is kind of legit. Blue Falcon formation putting in work. You might have to try that. Ah! That Blue Falcon formation is kind of rusty. That's kind of rusty. They're gonna tie it all on one piece. All these dudes we see earlier, we seeing them but they glow up. Yeah, you talking about One Piece here. When I board, they come along. You off my track. All right, we'll do it one more time. I did not do any Valance anything. I used the wrong thumbnail. I'm gonna have to change the thumbnail. I've gotten into the routine of making thumbnails before I stream, so that because I noticed sometimes that also holds me up. So I try to sit down and make a whole lot of thumbnails. And I intended on playing Valance like after I warmed up a little bit. But I just started talking to y'all about like life bullshit and start telling y'all how to use ChatGPT for y'all resume. And I got involved, not involved. I got engrossed in that conversation and just forgot that that's what I was doing. Oh well, I'll stream again. I'll change the thing. I'll change the screensaver and change it to other stuff once I end the stream. Because basically, every time the stream ends, they added a feature on YouTube, and now you can just make it go right to unlisted before you, when the stream ends, so that way you can like edit it, add your stuff, put your cards up, put the little end credits on, and do all that stuff now without having to like manually go in there and manually unlisted and all that stuff. Now it just ends unlisted, which is cool. they did add a lot of quality of life features while I was away. They changed a lot of stuff. I did see this video today right before I streamed. It was from YouTube, and they were talking about. They said twerking is now allowed on YouTube, which I thought was such a funny video for me to watch before I started streaming. They were just talking about how twerking was allowed, but they did give one caveat though. They did say that, you know, if they catch you grinding on someone in a sexual manner, then they're gonna strike the video. But I was like, but you just said that they could twerk, so like, what are they twerking on? Like, what are you talking about? Like, but I don't even know why that's even a contentious subject. But apparently it was banned, and now it's not banned. So, you know, just learning the game. Just, you know, they told me about that. So get ready for it. I'm not. Get ready for the best twerk you've ever seen. YouTube sensation YTDan twerking yet again. Check out that video. Fortnite takes it, makes it famous. That would be pretty funny. Boy. You can't stop these dragons. They're gonna be dragging their scales all over your life points. The YouTube is trying to avoid human moderators full time. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that actually makes more sense than anything. That's actually hilarious. That makes more sense than anything. Yeah, that link thing, honestly, okay, I get why they did that. That link thing, a lot of people was putting a lot of like bad content in there. Ooh, hey, whoa, yo, hey. Now to see, now look, this is her on the gram. This is her when you take her home. Gram, home. Gram, home. Gram, home. All I gotta say. All I gotta say. What? I won't allow this. Cool. Get off me. That all. None. How could this be? Be gone. Shokan. Oh yeah. Big damage. I'm feeling the resonance. Sayonara. Wait. Oh, this is bogus. I thought she said her catchphrase. This Spy Family, my wife watches that actually. You've dated every age between 20 and 60? What are you doing? Collecting dates like Pokemon? What are you doing? Gotta date them all. 20 to 60. How is your 401k? Do you have a job? Do you go to school? Or are your hobbies cool? Said you got them, you collected them from 40 to 60, boy. That looks from 20 to 60. That's a range, boy. That's a range. That's a range, boy. You get with her at 20. You just had a kid. You get with her at 60. Her kid asking you for money. Damn. Hey, but you know what though? You know, some baddies at 60 though. So some baddies at 60. Some granny be looking like a, like some granny be, like damn Jay, like shit. You got the whole baby back there. Damn man. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. I should have attacked. I should have beat him up a little bit. Granny got them groceries back there. Granny got the EBT. I saw on DoorDash the other day, they sent a push notification to my phone. Said, we now accept EBT. I'm like, how the hell they accept EBT? How the hell they accept EBT? And then I question, how long does EBT last on DoorDash? It's like, what the fuck? Then I thought for a second, does the government know that they doing EBT on DoorDash? I'm like, not my problem. Not my issue. I just like, why are they sending me push notifications telling me EBT is available on DoorDash? That's crazy. Yeah, we got the EBT for DoorDash for you. Just in case you need it. Like, what the fuck? He's got 2 back row back there. Okay. It says something like that. You probably seen it on yours too. Well, you know I'm building this field up. I beat you up. Well. Ooh, almost smacked him. Pop. Ha ha. Alright. 26. Oh, he's got one of those things. You silly. So I'm living the cabana boy life. Nani. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lose 5, I guess. No, I'm gonna lose 4. I'm gonna go to 21. Can y'all do something for me? When you get a kamikaze. It's okay. I'll take it. 21. Can ya? Oh no, I'm not gonna go 20. I'm at 28. Never mind. I died. Never mind. I'm at 28. I'm 24. Hey, I appreciate you for coming, 360 Fish, my boy. I appreciate you coming through. Got them happy face cards. Yeah, we gotta get in there with these happy face cards, my boy. It's actually kind of funny. I wonder sometimes, like when my son grows up and he watches, like if he like watches YouTube or likes Yu-Gi-Oh content, like what will he watch? Like will he watch Dad's content? Or will he unsubscribe? Dad, I've unsubscribed from your channel. Oh my God, how could you do this, son? Dad, I don't want to play Yu-Gi-Oh. I want to play Magic. Oh my God, you can't do this, son. You know how much we sacrificed? Do you know how much we sacrificed? No. Do you know how much I sacrificed? Father, I would like to play Sudoku. What? Sudoku, Father. It's my favorite game. No! Father, I love Minesweeper. No! Father, would you like to play Parcheesi. Cries in tears. Cries in tears. What? Weak. Dragius. You weak, pathetic fool. Row. Unfortunately, I don't have enough to Dragius' life points to the graveyard. Your mom was a champion level Sudoku player? What does she think about Yu-Gi-Oh? That's interesting. Grows up, wants to play Beyblade? I'll respect that. I'll respect that. I'll respect that. I want to play Beyblade bad. Like fucking son. We're gonna be the best fucking Beybladers of all. We're gonna let that shit rip. We're gonna go to the world tournament to let that shit rip. I would definitely enjoy that. Father, I want to play and I want to let it fucking rip. Son, ain't nothing but a word. Let's go. Time to go let that shit rip. A man lets it rip. Fuck before I get caught. I'll be down for that. I'll be down for that. I'm gonna be Boggle champion, father. You better be at least, man. At least. That would be cool. I'm going to Japan to compete in the Beyblade tournament. And Dad, I have to defeat Draco X Machina. What? If I don't defeat him, he'll destroy the entire world. Well, son, why else do we play card games? What is that? To save the world. Boy, to save the world. Go ahead, save the world. Save the world. Save it with your Beyblade. You are now the main character. I am just the support. Hold on, son. I can hear your theme song. Son, I hear your theme song playing. I think you're ready. Don't come out here. I like how that like this actually reminds me of Duel Links back in the day, and just the whole Wall of D thing. Like Wall of D just kills you. Kill him. Wall of D, kill him. Ah! Attack Wall of D, kill him. Ah! Every single time. There's no escape. I literally just did 3 hours of Road Duel. I did not think I was gonna ever be able to do that. I don't think I've ever sat down to play Rush Duel for like 3 hours. I did do that today. I lied to you and told you it was Valence. But then, dude, that's kind of funny. I lied and told you it was Valence, and you clicked on Solid Rush Duel and you stayed. Others was like, gross. How dare you? Might go Blue Falcon because I got 3 of these joints. That's pretty good. And also, I've been looking at these little random cards like this. This stuff doesn't, like, it has a little move that can work with the Valence deck, but it's, like, not good. Like, if this card could special summon itself and do the move, okay, I would play it. That would be pretty sick. But it doesn't do that. It's pretty interesting. So that explains the thinking. That explains thinking fire with Saul that, oh wait, no, you guys are talking about something different. Well, D is why I made monsters, so that said no trap activated. Oh yeah, I remember that back in the day. Oh my god, that was so good. My boys, I'm about to get out of here. Oh, it's actually Thanksgiving week. Have a great Thanksgiving. I'm gonna actually, let me see. My next stream is gonna be, let's say today's Tuesday. I believe it's, oh no, it's tomorrow. Yeah, so I'll be streaming tomorrow, same time. So yeah, tomorrow, same time, which is 5:30. I'm gonna catch y'all in the stream. But as always, my boys, keep it a day. The YTDan stream is brought to you by currency. Currency is the means we use to support our lives. currency. Get some today. Keep it. Keep it monetized.